Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 14. So Module 14 is probably the most complicated module for this class, and that is just because you have two different assignments with internal due dates. So you have to have them done by midweek in order to finish them at the end of the week. And so it's really important to be paying attention in this unit to make sure that you get everything submitted on time. Otherwise, you won't be able to complete the assignments. So basically what we're doing in this unit is getting more feedback on your essay. So you wrote your cause and effect rough draft and you submitted it in the previous module to me to provide some instructor feedback. So that was this cause and effect rough draft assignment. You also provided yourself with some self-editing feedback, and so you've completed that assignment as well. Now you're going to take the file that you submitted here and you're going to submit it to two new places. You're going to submit it here and here. The Writing Center submission is where you're going to use the online writing lab. If you've never used it before, you have two ways to submit. What I'm going to do is I set up what's called a task, and the task will be emailed to you in your inbox here. And so what you can do if you want is go into that email. It will have a link. You click on it and it will lead you to a page where you see just some information about the assignment. At the bottom, there's I can't remember what the button says, but it's basically a move forward type button. And then the next page is where you'll actually submit the essay itself. So you can do that if you want to, or you can click on the BrainFuse online tutoring and you can go through there, which I've showed you how to do before, and I will show you how to do it. So if you remember to click on the BrainFuse there, it will bring up a page that looks something like this. Right here where it says Writing Lab, that's where you're going to hit Submit Paper, and you choose what kind of paper you're submitting. In this case, you guys are doing a cause and effect essay. So you'll do that, and then it'll take you to the tutor review page where you insert information about your course, about me. This would be the assignment directions, which you can copy and paste from Canvas if you want, and then like how long it is and all that kind of thing. You can also select 3 areas where you would like them to focus their comments. This means that, if you have a specific area where you're having trouble, then you can put that in there, and then you browse and upload your file. Now, if you use the task, which went through your inbox, it's something that I set up already through BrainFuse. If you do that, then all of this information is filled out for you, except for the 3 areas of concern, because that will be individual for students. And then all you need to do is browse and upload your file, and then you can submit right here. So it makes it a little bit easier, and you don't have to fill out as much stuff, but you're more than welcome to just go through BrainFuse if you want. To receive feedback, you want to wait about 2 business days, and you're going to go in through your message center. It will not send you an email when they're done. So you do have to go back into BrainFuse and check. Typically on that home page is where you'll see, like, there will be a little icon here saying that you have feedback, but you can also go in under your name. Over here is your account information, and it will be under My Message Center, and you'll see there will be a message here, and it will have a document attached. The document will be your file name with a bunch of letters and numbers after it. So you're going to download that, and then you'll go into this Module 14 Writing Center submission, and you're going to upload the file here. So this is just information about what you're doing. You are not submitting the file here. If you hit Start Assignment and you just submit your file, it only goes to me. It's not going to the online writing lab. So you have to use either the task or go into BrainFuse to do this. So once you have that file back, that's when you go into Start Assignment and you submit that file. And that file will go to BrainFuse, the online writing lab, and our tutors that will help you. So that's just how you do that assignment. Just make sure that you're paying attention there. And you do need to have it done by Wednesday. That is the last day to get any kind of feedback. They need at least 48 business hours to respond. And so, you want to have it done by Friday, which means that, or they need to have until Friday to respond to you. You can do it earlier for sure. And so I highly recommend, as soon as you have your draft submitted here, here, you can just go and submit it here. So there's, you can do it all at the same time if you want to. Same thing with this peer edit. So the peer edit is even more complicated. Same due date. You have to have it submitted by Wednesday, November 20th at 11:59 p.m. What will happen on this day at this time is everyone who has a draft submitted will get 2 students' drafts to respond to. So if you don't have anything submitted, if there's no file there, then you will not get any peer essays to look at, and you can't finish this assignment. This assignment's worth 50 points, so it's a good portion of your grade, and you need to be aware of that. So make sure that you get your draft submitted on time. So once you have it submitted, you'll see submission details over here. This means that you've got something submitted. On Wednesday, November 20th at 11:59 p.m., instead of none assigned, you'll have people's names. So you'll see 2 students' names, and that's what you'll click on. So you'll see, you click on the student name, and the page that brings up will look like this. You'll see their file type or their file name right here, and then you'll see this little view feedback. This is what you want to click on. Don't click on this. They won't be able to see the comments that you leave them. Instead, you're going to click on view feedback, and it will bring up this DocuViewer box, which is the same way that you leave self-feedback. It's the same way that you view my feedback. It's all in the same thing. So when you expand, you'll see their page, what their essay looks like, and then you can start leaving feedback. So you have to leave at least 10 comments, and as soon as you leave a comment and click out of it, it saves. Make sure that you leave at least 1 comment that's on the side here, because if you don't, if you're just using, I've had some students do this where all of their comments are like here in a text box, which, is fine when you're trying to help, maybe this needs to be a different word or something. It can kind of help to see that, but it doesn't tell me who put that comment on there. And so I can't give you a grade for having 10 comments if I don't know which comments you left. There will be 2 students assigned to each essay. So you might see someone else's name on there already. That does not mean that you get out of leaving feedback. You have to leave the feedback anyway. Just kind of keep in mind that if somebody else has already gone in there first, then you need to find some different things to comment on. So that is just something to keep in mind. So once you're done with that, you're going to go over here and it'll say show rubric, and you click on that. It will look a little different. I can't show you exactly what it's going to look like, but it will look something like this, except that you'll have the option to comment and you'll have the option to click. So the rubric is the different categories of what you're going to make graded on. And so if you don't see any issues, then it needs to match this description. So if the introduction has no issues, then the paragraph is interesting and fully developed. If you feel that that describes the essay you just looked at, you click on no issues. If it does not, then you click on needs improvement, and you'll have the option right here to leave a comment. And so you can leave that comment, and then you go down the different criteria. At the bottom, there will be a submit button, and so you click on that. Once you have submitted the rubric, you cannot change it. I don't know why Canvas does that. Seems kind of silly. Whatever. I'm not in charge. So you're going to go in and you're going to save that rubric, and it will pop up there. When the student then goes in, they can click on show rubric. It will show your feedback. So you'll do that for 2 student essays. You're going to leave 10 comments on their essay and then fill out the rubric. If you don't fill out the rubric, it will tell you that the assignment is incomplete in the gradebook and in Canvas. It will not say that the assignment has been completed. So just keep that in mind. So it really, like, the assignments themselves are not hard to complete, but you want to make sure that you're leaving yourself enough time to do them. You have to have your rough draft that you already wrote. If you're keeping up with the class, you already wrote it and submitted it here. All you have to do is submit it to 2 new places. And for whatever reason, I get lots of students who can't seem to do that. If you're late getting that submitted, you have to send me an email, because if you're past that Wednesday due date, it's not going to do it for you, and you're going to need, I'm going to have to go in there manually. The other thing that you're going to do is another video quiz. This is just like the second person video quiz. It's just the video, you watch it, you answer questions as you watch it. So an easy 5 points. Just make sure at the end there should be a submit button at the end. Make sure that you watch all the way through the end and submit. Otherwise, it will not record your grade. So if you have any questions at all, make sure that you send me an email. Otherwise, have a great week.